Welcome back to Twisted Metal Customs. In this episode, we're going to start pulling apart this VH Commodore and getting it ready for panel and paint. So that's the plan. It's 33 degrees, it's 10:30 in the morning, it's bloody hot. So I got my shade shelter there set up, just to stop a bit of that heat coming into the car. Yeah, I know, I've got a beautiful shed there, but it's chockers. So today I'm working out in the paddock as usual. So we're going to see how we go today. I'll give you a quick tour of the car. It's an SLE. This is the one that we saved from scrap, and it's got a few, dents and whatnot in the door cards, whatever. But we do have that other VH we saved from the swamp if we need spare parts. Got some rust up here, this top corner, and the other side, a little bit of pitting there. But all in all, not a bad start for a Resto. So we're going to clean it up and really uncover, what work needs to be done. I'm going to get into that and try to get as much as I can done before it gets too sweltering hot. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy, grab a coffee or a beer, depending on what time you're watching this video. And let's see if we can tidy this old girl up and get it prepared. All this carpet underlay has just been riddled with termites nests. I'll show you here. You can see that's a termites nest. Basically what it looks like. It's like turned into this crumbly, if you've seen termites nests, you see when they eat the timber, they leave the runners behind where they've made little tunnels and whatnot. All this carpet underlay was basically just riddled with old termites nest. They're just eating it all. So I don't know what it was made out of, but they seem to enjoy it. That's probably the first for me to see termites in a car. Luckily it's made out of steel. I'd rather termites than rust, so I'm not complaining too much. Been stuffing around for about an hour trying to get these doors off. So as all you Holden experts know, that they're pinned in and not bolts, and it's a lot easier to have the special tool to knock the pins out. So I've been spending the last half hour or so making my own doohickey. So just 2 bolts, didn't have a long enough bolt, so I got 2 bolts, cut that off, welded together, sanded it down so it fits inside the collar sleeve in the door. And got a nut on the end, and then put it in a drill and just kept sanding it down on the belt sander to get the same profile inside of that top pin sleeve there. And success. That's what happens at the bush. Otherwise it's going to be about a 3 to 5 day turnaround to get the doors off. So gotta make do what you can make do with. Easy peasy. Alright, you can see the pin that's inside that hinge. Alright, so we got this door opener keeper I forgot to take off. So now I've got a bit of snapped off screwdriver sticking in the top hinge. Trying to keep the door from falling off and trying to get that pin out. That's why we love it. Yeah, that's why we love it. Well, I am chopping it off. I tried to sand it with my finger sander. I couldn't even get to it, but you can see it's like a pushed, like a flange or something, but it's like it's been like almost crimped in there. I thought it was supposed to be just a pin, but again, I'm no Holden expert, so anyway, I'm just going to cut that top bolt off with the disc grinder, 5-inch, and then knock the pin out, and I'll just reuse that. I'll weld it up and clean it all up again for reassemble. Alrighty, day one down. But I just want to show you what we got done so far. We've got 3 doors off. We've got the front left and front right fenders off. So they're over there. The bumper off, the 2 headlights. I just want to show you this passenger side door. It's bloody cactus, hey? It's like Swiss cheese. In this catcher thing here, it actually was just a nut and bolt. So it's been off before, like the way I'm doing it, cut off before, but so I'm guessing that was a replacement door, which is likely. God knows what happened. But I'm very lucky that that really bad door only just started to sort of touch the surface of this here, and it's pitted it a little bit, but nothing's really broken through. But you know, potentially I'll replace that if it's thin. I'll do a couple of test hits with the spike I got just from down here, from where the forklift loaded it on. A bit of a crush there. I'll see if I can hammer and dolly that out. Now, all in all, I'm pretty happy with the progress we've got for the day. And remember, like, this is the first time I've worked on anything later than a 1965 Holden. Like, I had a VB Commodore as a kid, but it was just a rally car. I just did an engine swap and just bush bashed it, you know. But this is the first time I've had to actually work on it. So, you know, I'm as green as they come with this part. So if I can do it, you guys can get into it. And I'm not saying it's easy, but you figure it out. And yeah, so today was pretty good and pretty happy with, except for the door, pretty happy with the stuff that's coming off. And just have a look at this. And, you know, disgusting seat covers, but look how bloody well it protected the seat. And that's like nice, like really subtle. It's really, what's the word? Soft. Yeah, but it's really soft and malleable. It's like brand new. So I'm super stoked with the back seat. The front seat's non-existent, so I'm gonna have to get some browns. If you got some brown seats, same color as this, cheap. Remember, cheap and nasty. Well, not nasty, just cheap and good. Yeah, I'm gonna need some of them. Otherwise, I've got some of those blue Commodore seats I can get reupholstered, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. But considering that, you know, I'm not doing this car for myself. I'm doing it up to sell. So if any stage you see me working on this car and you want to buy it before I go any further, hit me up, because I'd rather someone take it at the point where they want to start working on it, rather than me build this car, paint it, put all the stock shit back in, and then you guys pulling a half out again. So see you tomorrow. It's beer time. Persistence pays off. I got those bloody doors off this morning, second day. It was a mission, but anyway, got the bonnet off, boot off, some spare tyres for the Celica in the back of here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the boot's pretty good. Got a whole rat's nest here. I'm just going to get some of these sweat gloves on and clean all this out. Beautiful. Come up pretty good. A little bit of rust on that plug. Other than that, it's pretty good. See the back, it's is bloody good condition. And if you've been watching any of my other videos and you see the type of cars I've been working on, this is zero rust for me. This is good, really good. So pretty happy with how little work I've got to do, which makes quicker turnover for videos. So, because no one likes to watch me do rust repair for bloody 3-4 weeks straight. And that's why I probably haven't started the Charger build, because, you know, as much as I wanna just get in there and do it, I won't have any content for you guys unless you are cool with me doing, you know, a couple of videos of just rust repair on the Charger for a bit and swap to something else. But yeah, I've been chomping at the bit to get to that thing, but trying to keep the variety out for you. Hope you enjoy this. If you do, sub or like it, or just don't hate me for what I do. Anyway, so this is the boot. It's pretty clean, and that's why I call them sweat gloves. It's been like 3 minutes. It's literally just pool of sweat in there. It's disgusting, and that's why I don't like wearing them. Alrighty, so we are ready for sanding. I've got all the things disconnected where they should be disconnected. Bumper, boot, all that sort of stuff. Now, before I start sanding, obviously I need to give it a good wash because there's a lot of junk. I vacuumed up what I could, but I don't have water source to where this car is. Well, I can get a hose here, but it's going to be very low pressure. It won't work in the gurney. So I'm warming up the bazooka. I'm going to go out the paddock to get the firefighting truck to fill it up at the dam, and then we'll wheel that back, give it a good fire hydrant wash with volume. She's got a few spider webs on her. Should be right. Oh yeah, accelerator cable's broken. This is my accelerator. That's for all the hill climbs. Not that I need it around here. Let's go for a drive. Pretty good. It's my fencing rig. Well, this is the old Hilux, 85 model or something. It's the firefighting rig, which is ironic because it backfires like it's no one's business, and it's probably more prone to start fires than it is to put them out. But it's all I got at the moment. But we got it out here, topping up the cattle trough with some dam water. But it is pretty dry, as you can see. Waiting for a bit of rain. Screwdriver for ignition. There we go, the fire starter. Twisted fire starter. It's not the best, but it gets me from A to 8.5. I'll be here for another half an hour filling this up. See you then. Don't mock it. Wet towel works a treat. I've been sanding now for about 4 hours and it's coming up pretty good. Done most of this section. I've just started doing the front engine bay, which sucks, but yeah, I'm just basically knocking it down with 320 wet sanding. Just got a spray bottle, just wetting it down as I sand, and very messy, but it just saves your paper. I've still gone through about 6 pads so far, but it just saves from clogging up and dust and everything. So I was going to give sanding a break and start to knock out some dents because I can't really get the sander in there. Just these, I think it might have been a paddock basher. It's not that bad, it's just like the front ends, that valance, the section, the bottom scoop section here, it's terrible. Just so random. Big dent there, and just basically this side here, that's probably going to be the hardest because it's got multiple creases on it. So I'm going to have to probably put that in the shed and weld some spikes onto it and see if I can slide hammer it out to work that section. But all in all, it's coming up pretty good. What do you think? What colour should I paint this VH? We'll see.